times seek change, so must we, that the new time requires new response to new challenges.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Welcome to another edition of the program As You Answer the Call. Nigeria is making steady progress towards containing the deadly COVID-19 disease. Support this effort by respecting the COVID protocols and availing yourself for vaccination when it gets to your turn. Once again, welcome to the program As You Answer the Call. I am Binta Magaji, your regular host on the program. Plans by the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, to improve its internally generated revenue has reached an advanced stage. The Commission is taking these steps so as to strengthen its financial autonomy, enhance its services delivery to Nigerian pilgrims, and to also improve the welfare of the Commission staff generally. In our Spotlight segment, we'll be talking about the strategies designed by NACON towards boosting its IGR. Also in the program, we have our regular segments such as the NACON News Diary, which features the activities of NACON chairman, key functionaries of the Commission, and other stakeholders. These are more shortly. Don't go away.
Every Muslim is a potential pilgrim. To make the Hajj possible for the Ummah, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, is running a Hajj savings scheme through Jaiz Bank. The scheme allows depositors to gradually save for the Hajj over a period of time. Registration into the Hajj savings scheme is ongoing for all Muslims. Muslims wishing to perform Hajj can be enrolled into the scheme through the following outlets: NACON offices across the country, state pilgrims welfare boards, agencies and commissions, any branch of Jaiz Bank in the country. Enrollment can also be done directly by logging into dedicated sites for the scheme. Let's participate and support the Hajj savings scheme for better Hajj services.
Thank you for staying with us. Let's begin the program with the news diary as presented from our studio. On Tuesday, the 22nd of June 2021, the management of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, led by its chairman Alhaji Zikrullah Kuli Hassan, met with officials of state pilgrims welfare boards. The meeting took place at the Conference Hall of Hajj House. It focused on three key issues, namely refund to pilgrims, rollover of Hajj deposits, and Hajj savings scheme.
Of course, 2 weeks before the cancellation, we already...
Speaking at the meeting, NACON chairman says stakeholders must come up with measures to strengthen the Hajj savings scheme for effective management of Hajj in the future.
I would just like to remind that from our own records, we have already 40,000 people in 2020 who did not take their money. If we have the same repeat process this year, it will be another 40,000, which is 80,000. Inshallah, if 2022 comes to pray, there will be Hajj, and there's only 40,000, that will come to 120,000. Whether we like it or not, we must also start now devising means of this queuing system, which other countries have been doing over the years.
The NACON boss appreciated the state executives, the FCT and armed forces for their support and understanding towards NACON policies. On the part, the state Hajj officials said they will make refunds to those pilgrims wishing to collect their money and also make provision for those interested in rolling over their deposits for the 2022 Hajj. They also promised to step up campaigns on the benefits of Hajj savings scheme. Still on the same day, NACON management held another meeting with the leadership of the Association for Hajj and Umrah Operators in Nigeria, AHON. NACON chairman Alhaji Zikrullah Kuli Hassan presided over the meeting.
We invited you because of things you already know. Hajj has been cancelled and to have its attendant consequence. we felt that we need to manage the consequence together. Having discussed with the states, so not much to say except to tell you that it will be going to the press in a number of days, and we thought we should gauge your feeling too. What do you think is the best way out for all of us to help each other?
Other issues deliberated at the meeting touched on the following areas: matters arising from the Umrah performed during the Ramadan period, upgrading pilgrims' database, and Hajj savings scheme for tour operators.
So whether we like it or not, the queuing system being practiced in other countries will be the obvious reality. That means you have to think about it in advance. This is one of the things we want you to go and discuss among ourselves, envisage this possibility.
President of AHON, Alhaji Suleiman Nasidi, and his entourage appreciated NACON for protecting their businesses, pleading with the Commission to approve requests made by the association. Sequel to these meetings, NACON board members met and discussed further on the situation. It is expected that the Commission will anytime soon make public its final resolution on the matter. In the meantime, preparatory to the takeoff of the Hajj Training Institute, NACON chairman Alhaji Zikrullah Kule Hassan and his entourage expected facilities at a catering institute in Abuja. NACON is partnering the institute as a requirement set by the National Board for Technical Education.
So this is the demonstration hotel suite.
Speaking earlier, NACON chairman said the idea of establishing the institute is to acquaint Hajj managers with the rudiments of organizing Hajj operations as the industry is witnessing rapid changes.
As a new board, to say that there must be an institute where we train people about the rudiments of Hajj. Believe you me, there are quite some things about Hajj, and it keeps on changing every year.
Responding, Rector of the Catering Institute, Khadijat Fashina, reiterated the readiness of the institute to offer its services.
We would be happy to offer our services. We can have a memorandum of understanding. We'd be happy to help source whatever is needed, human power and materials as well.
The institute is expected to provide services covering tourism, accommodation, catering, and many more.
And all intended pilgrims seeking for a fund are requested.
In other news, Executive Director of Katsina State Pilgrims Welfare Board, Alhaji Suleiman Nuhu has said that the state governor Aminu Bello Masari has approved a refund of money to intending pilgrims who wish to collect their money. The director stated this in Katsina during a meeting with officials of the board.
I wish to inform you that His Excellency the Executive Governor of Katsina State, Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari CFR, has approved the following. Number 1, intending pilgrims both 2020 rollover and 2021 wishing for refund of their deposit are to be refunded without delay. Similarly, the governor also approves the rollover of deposit for those wishing to willingly leave their deposit against 2022 Hajj.
Alhaji Suleiman Uyi said the board has already set up a committee to put modalities for the refund and rollover. Alhamdulillah, if just tuning in, the program is As You Answer the Call, a public enlightenment presentation that keeps you abreast on the activities of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria NACON and other Hajj-related matters. With emphasis being placed on effective Hajj management in Nigeria, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria NACON is looking inwards for ways of mobilizing resources to boost its revenue base. Consistent with this determination, the Commission has mapped out plans to achieve this goal, one of which is the utilization of its properties across the country in a public-private partnership arrangement with interested investors. For details of this and more, stay tuned for the next segment, Spotlight. Don't go away.
لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
In keeping with the provisions of its act, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria NACON is working out plans to improve on its revenue base. The Act says the funds of the Commission shall consist of all such sums as may be charged by the Commission as fees, commissions or dues for its services, all revenue accruing to or vested in the Commission by way of grants in aid or otherwise, and any other money saved by the Commission. Alhaji Noor Hassan Yakasai is the Commissioner of Policy, Personnel Management and Finance at NARCON. He gives an insight on these sources of funds to the Commission.
The Act allows us to register tour operators, airlines that will participate in Hajj operation. Likewise, also those service providers in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia that will provide us accommodation, feeding and transportation. So the law that established the National Hajj Commission allow us to charge some fees from these operators so that we can use those fees to run our operations.
Beyond this, NARCON is also allowed by the Act to look inward to better its revenue sources. Consistent with this, the Commission is currently making moves to develop its properties across the country to help boost its internally generated revenue.
Well, actually, when we came on board, that is at the first board, we looked that we have a lot of properties scattered all over the country that are lying idle, that is out being put into use. We have them in Kano, we have them in Lagos, we have them in Maiduguri, Ilorin, and Yola. So when we look at that one, we sat down, look at them, and deliberated on how can we put these properties into use so that they can help the Commission in enhancing our internally generated revenue. And one of the ways that we comes to conclusion is that why don't we do PPP arrangement so that we can develop these properties that are lying idle.
NARCON chairman and his management team inspected some of these properties last year in order to have a clear understanding of the nature of these properties. To develop these properties into assets, NARCON has had to comply with the requirements of Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission, ICRC.
So for us to go into full force and to make sure that we operated within the law, then we have to submit our proposal to ICRC. So that is exactly the role between the National Hajj Commission and ICRC to make sure that whatever arrangement we are making in terms of PPP arrangement, we are doing it within the confinement of the law.
Having met all the requirements set by the ICRC, the Acting Director General of the Commission, Mr. Michael Ohiani, presented NARCON with the Certificate of Compliance known as Outline Business Case OBC. This was on Tuesday, the 15th of June 2021 at the Conference Hall of Hajj House.
This laudable project and initiative taken by the National Hajj Commission. Thank you all.
With this development, NARCON is allowed to go into public-private partnership.
That means the ICRC has studied the proposal, that is your proposal on the private arrangement you want to make. So they have studied it and they saw that it is within the law, then they will give you that outline business case certification so that you can continue with the arrangement. This is exactly what happens on the 15th of this month when they awarded that certificate to us.
While modalities are being designed to establish a public-private partnership unit at Hajj House, the Commission, for now, has constituted what it termed Investment Committee to oversee the development of the properties.
Then the best way to go is to make sure that we have a committee that will be in charge of that. Because in the Commission now, we don't have any unit for that. But since we believe it is something that can enhance our internally generated revenue and it is something that is ideal, then we have to find like a stopgap committee that can handle it, with the hope that if the idea develops, we can even establish a unit in the commission that can handle that. So this is how the investment committee comes about. So they are going to Kano. We have gone very far in terms of Kano arrangement.
The commissioner further says,
for Kano actually is a lock of shops that we are going to do there. But for Lagos and the Ilorin and the Maiduguri, which are now on the line, we have not concluded on what we are going to do there. But there are a lot of proposals. Like from Lagos, there is proposal for houses, that is accommodation for individuals that you can rent them. There are also proposal for shopping malls. There is proposal for, what do you call it, this where we do event centers. So that is the proposal in Lagos. But for now, we have not done anything about it because we want to finish with that of Kano. Then ICRC, together with a transaction advisor that we have just engaged, so they will look at it and give us an idea or advise us what is the best thing to do there.
Alhaji Nura Hassan Yakasai added that when the Hajj savings scheme is fully implemented, then the Commission will be sure of another source of revenue, noting that projects under the Hajj Development Levy will also be used to generate money after Hajj season. He said with enhanced revenue, Nigerian pilgrims will witness effective service delivery and the welfare of Nakhon will be improved.
MashaAllah, you're still watching as you answer the call. Coming up next is Making the Hajj.
Nothing wrong should not be done.
Tonight, on Making the Hajj, Sheikh Muhammad Suleiman continues the discussion on Ihram as a pillar of Hajj, without which the Hajj is invalid.
Once you've put on the Ihram, if you are male or female, you've entered the ritual act of Hajj and Umrah. So anything wrong should not be done. Even the husband should not touch our wife, no playing, nothing like that. You have engaged in adoration. So you should try as much as possible to face what you want to. No cutting of fingers or nails, nothing like that. No cutting off your hairs, and you don't touch your body. And you don't have to hunt for anything.
What are the consequences of violating the rules of Ihram?
It depends. If it is by go against one of the laws of the Ihram, if it is something minor, we just create fidya by giving us sadaqah. But if it is something major, it may lose his Hajj or the Umrah. For example, if he or she have intercourse with her husband or with his wife, within the Ihram, the Hajj are spoiled.
Can a woman in her menstrual cycle be in the state of Ihram?
Maybe observing messes or my other, she will not perform the tawaf. But she put on the Ihram till the day she is pure and take the bath, ritual bath, and go for the tawaf and the sa'i. The only thing she will not do is tawaf, tawaf al-ifada, tawaf anything tawaf. Tawaf is just like prayer, salat. You can't perform salat when you are not pure. The same thing she can perform tawaf. She can perform salat when she is not pure. The same thing she can perform the tawaf when she is not pure.
When are pilgrims expected to get out of the Ihram?
The pilgrims are expected to get out of the Ihram. If it is Umrah, once you are in Mecca, you perform the tawaf al-Umrah, and you are able to perform the sa'i between Safa and Marwa, it's about 3.5 kilos. From Safa to Marwa is 500 meters. From Marwa to Safa is, so you go 7 times. That's 3.5 kilos. If you have performed that, you cut off your head, hair, and that's all. You put off your Ihram. But if it's Hajj, you have to be in the Ihram till the day of Hajj, the 10th day of Zulhijjah. When you are there, then you after coming down from Arafah, you come to Muzdalifah. From Muzdalifah, you come to Jamarat. After throwing the Jamarat, then you have 5 things to be done that day. You throw the Jamarat seven, only one. That's seven times. Then you shave your hair. Then you slaughter your ram. Then you perform the Tawaf al-Ifada. Then Sayu. Then you can put off the Ihram. Or if you do any 3 out of these 5, you can put off your Ihram.
Sheikh Muhammad Suleiman further states some of the key lessons embedded in Ihram.
The key lessons embedded in Ihram is that for us to know that there will be a day that we have nothing on our body except this type of clothes. As the last day, when we say goodbye to this world. A Muslim will be covered with only 3 clothes. Man, women will be covered with 5 clothes. So one of the greatest things that we should know that there will be a day that we stand before Allah.
The Islamic scholar advised Muslims to further their knowledge on Hajj rites in order to earn Hajj Mabrur. Every Muslim is a potential pilgrim. To make the Hajj possible for the Ummah, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria (NACON) is running a Hajj saving scheme through Jaiz Bank. The scheme allows depositors to gradually save for the Hajj over a period of time. Registration into the Hajj saving scheme is ongoing for all Muslims. Muslims wishing to perform Hajj can be enrolled into the scheme through the following outlets: NACON offices across the country, state pilgrims welfare boards, agencies and commissions, any branch of Jaiz Bank in the country. Enrollment can also be done directly by logging into dedicated sites for the scheme. Let's participate and support the Hajj saving scheme for better Hajj services.
Alhamdulillah. Up next is the quiz. Welcome to the quiz segment. The question in the last episode was, what type of Hajj necessitates pilgrims to be in the state of Ihram twice? The correct answer is, it is Hajj Tamattu. The winner is Aliu Hassan from Yola, Adamawa State. He provided the answer ahead of others. Aliu Hassan will be contacted on how NACON will reach him with the prize he won. A quiz winner will get 25,000 Naira cash prize. This is part of NACON's effort in social investment in Nigeria. Now to the quiz for this week. And the question is, list 5 prohibitions while in the state of Ihram. I repeat, list 5 prohibitions while in the state of Ihram. Text your answer to the number shown on your screen. The winner will be the first person whose correct answer is received. All answers should carry the name and location of sender. Good luck and happy viewing. Once again, good luck to you. Before we round off the program, we take some messages from our viewers. Sumaya Rabiu from Kano State sent in the first message. It reads, "We are indeed enjoying this program. May Allah bless you all for making it possible." Aisha to Isa Farouk sent in the second message. It says, "I love watching this program because it teaches me about Hajj rights. I thank the coordinators of the program and Allah reward you for the enlightenment." Viewers seeking clarification or have questions to ask on any matter relating to Hajj management and operations can do so through this program. Relevant officers will be contacted to respond appropriately. Happy viewing. We welcome your messages, comments, observations and questions through our mobile number and other social media platforms. Remember, you can stop the spread of coronavirus by complying with all preventive measures. Let's support our government in the fight against coronavirus. That's it on this edition of the program. As you answer the call, join me same time next week for another package. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا